All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is Hoop Talk, the podcast. This is episode 7. Right after Christmas, we got the holiday cheers going. As you guys can see, I got my Christmas shirt. These guys are Grinches. They did not decide to wear anything.
I had a
Christmas
sweater,
related.
but my house is a little too hot, and it's like 65, so
Just a
I
bunch
had
of
to give up.
Grinches on the Hoop Talk podcast.
It's 65 degrees in here. It's hot.
But if you're tuned in, y'all,
Big
make
boy
sure you
stuff.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all share it with all your friends and family. And leave a comment letting us know that you tuned in bright and early on the podcast. We're filming this podcast on a Saturday, so you guys will see this episode later tonight on Saturday, not the usual Thursday afternoons. But let's get right into it, man. I got a curveball for y'all today. I made sure I
Call me
kept
Kurt
this
Schilling.
to myself. I got a curveball for y'all, not the listeners. I got a question that's been itching in my brain for the last week, and I've been very curious to debate this with y'all. In recent years, let's be very specific. In recent years, let's look at like 6 to 8 years maybe, just for recency bias purposes. Can you think of a sixth man of the year who could potentially be a top 25 player in the league?
Man.
And now, before you answer, really think about top 25. Think about that.
Can I look up the sixth man of the year recently?
Yeah, you could definitely. Look
I'm
up
not
sixth
even.
man of the year.
I'm not gonna have that argument. That's why he's the 6th man of the year. He's the 26th man. But I mean,
No, I'll have that because
let's
look
do
at
it.
Harden. Look at Harden, for
Some
example.
sixth men of the year are pretty.
Harden is a great example.
I don't think Harden was a top 25 player in the league.
not at that time.
But
What?
I did say recent. That was a very long
Wait,
time
so are
ago.
you saying winning sixth man of the year that year? They're top 25?
Yeah, that year, of course. Yeah, that
Oh,
year.
no, I don't think so.
You don't think a sixth man of the year could ever be a top 25 player?
At the
He
same
has a
time that they're winning
stat
it, no.
He's about to
I don't
pull
think
out.
Do you think Manu Ginobili at any point was a top 25 player in the league?
No, I think he was
That
close.
wasn't
though.
recent, but that was.
I
the
think
first-
he's on the precipice.
Yeah, I think he was close too.
Okay, so you 100% think you can name 25
has
players
something
better
he's gonna
than
pull out.
Ginobili in his best sixth man of the year?
Just pull it out. Pull out.
Because he has 2, right, or 3
Yeah, I generally do think I could.
in his best year. So okay, let's figure. I want to debate this. Let's figure this out.
So
What is
2008.
his best one?
I mean, let's round this up to the ones we know.
Wait, what do you mean
would
best
have
year?
a chance though?
Manu only won it once.
Oh, I thought he won it multiple times.
No, he only won 2008.
Oh wow! I always thought he won it multiple times. That's crazy. All right, well that's fine. That year by itself. So we're looking at 2007, 2008.
Yep.
Let me just look at teams.
I can get you his stats while you look that up.
It's crazy. 6th man of the year is usually won by a
I
shooting
saw
guard or a
19
power
points.
forward. That's crazy.
All right, so name me 25 players better than Manu Ginobili that year.
LeBron, Dwight Howard,
Ray
Kobe,
Allen,
Ray
Paul
Allen,
Pierce.
Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Let's go back.
Are we definitively saying that Ray Allen at that point in his career was a better player than Ginobili at that point in his career?
I think for both of them, yes.
For
Yeah.
this season, who's both of them? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about both of them. I think that Ray Allen was better than Manu.
Yeah.
You think
that
Ray Allen in 2008 was a better player
So he won his chip.
than Manu Ginobili? That doesn't make him a better player. But
No, I'm not saying that it makes him a better
If
player.
Ray Allen
but
is averaging what I think he's averaging, which is around 25 and 5, I think it was, then yeah, I absolutely think so.
2007, 2008 was the year they won a championship. He was a role player.
He wasn't a role player when they won a
hell,
championship.
he was never a role player for the Celtics,
I know.
bro.
I wanted to see how that would roll.
What the hell? He was their arguably
No, I don't
probably
think-
their
No,
second or third
No,
option.
we can scratch. I don't think he's a role player. I was just kidding. But
Nah, y'all don't let me
So
live it down.
17 and 3, he's shooting 40% from 3, which is a down year for him. I will absolutely say that. And
yeah,
Manu's
but
probably
once he
averaging
went to
right
the Celtics, he started playing at a different clip. So we're not thinking about Sonics or Bucks Ray Allen. We're thinking about this season alone. Is Ray Allen definitively a better player than
I think so
Ginobili?
still.
I
think
do
the
You would have
amount
to,
of
you would
attention
have to
that-
give me reasons why. Doesn't Ginobili do everything better except shooting?
I mean, that
He's a
doesn't
better
matter.
defender.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that he's a better defender than Ray
Yeah,
Allen.
Ray Allen was actually a good defender
I would not
too.
say that he's better
I
than
never say he was a bad defender.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's a good defender.
But I wouldn't say at that point he was a better defender than Ray Allen. I would say in the next 2 to 3 years,
At that
absolutely.
stage in his career, you don't think Ginobili? Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, at least equal grounds. Do you think he's that much better than Ginobili?
I think he.
Where it even matters?
I think there's a similarity.
Hold on.
So then that one can just be equaled out then.
I think
Yeah.
Ray Allen demands more attention than Ginobili does.
Ginobili's a better scorer. Can we agree to that at this point in their career?
Yeah, but when you're,
in
when
that
you're
season,
the best 3-point shooter in the NBA, arguably that year.
No,
Yeah.
Ginobili shot close to the same percentage.
Yeah, but
But on the
Remember,
amount of
I
attempts,
just this is the point. That
Ginobili open, Ray Allen open. What would hurt you more?
Ray Allen, course.
I mean, at that time, I'm just saying at that time, he was the best shooter.
That doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you're not leaving either of them open. It's not a choice in the defense to leave one of them open.
Of course.
Right. So then that doesn't really help Ray Allen's case. So Ray Allen is, at this point in his career, just a shooter. Realistically speaking, he's not really there to do anything else. He's reached the point of his career where now it's just spot up and shoot. I don't consider a spot up shooter to be better than an all around player when they're both championship caliber
2008, Ray Allen was not a spot up shooter.
I think he was.
I absolutely do not think
bro,
he
he was
was.
hitting threes off
primarily
transition.
a shooter. That's what I'm trying to say. He was primarily a shooter. His main role now is we want you to take more jumpers than anything else. We're not as invested in you driving. We're not as invested in you making plays for everybody else. We're more interested in you going out there and taking jumpers to spread the floor for us.
The portion of the shots for both of them from three are the same. The percentages. They both
but
took.
Ray Allen also does a lot more. I mean, I'm sorry, not Ray Allen. Ginobili does a lot more. So my confusion there is, and I do want to debate other players though, but I stopped at this one for now. I don't understand how an all-around guy cannot be better than a specialist at this point because it's a different Ray Allen. It's not the same Ray Allen.
But you're comparing him to something. He's not a specialist at that point. He's becoming one, but that season is not a specialist season. The following seasons, they're shooting the same amount of threes a game.
But he also wasn't an all-around better player than what am I trying to say? No, he's not an all-around player like Ginobili is.
I can accept that we can discuss him and maybe we can come back, but I don't think Manu was.
In fact, we could say,
much better than
we
him.
could say that he's not definitively better. There is a debate to be had that Ginobili could actually be a better player.
I'll make an argument, but I can't accept that Manu's better than him. I wouldn't say that.
I think he is, but let's continue with the list. I think if there's somebody that can be debated, then they shouldn't count.
Here, let me write down the people. So we got. Oh, go ahead. Actually,
I was going to say Kobe.
Yeah, we got Kobe, of course.
Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
In 2008,
He was literally top 5, top 3 power forward at the time. Argument.
in 2008, is Ginobili not a top 5 shooting guard in the NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say power forward was stronger at that time.
Yeah, power forward.
Yeah, big men were still very, very, very important to have at that time.
Let's see, 2008.
I can give you Gasol. I do believe the
Gasol's
argument can be
averaging
had.
19 and 9.
I do believe the argument can be had. Ginobili is the specific player that I wanted to discuss because I do believe Ginobili for a 6-man was far better than any other.
Let's do this. Let's look at the definitive people that there's no argument. So we got LeBron, we got Kobe, we got KG. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah,
We got Paul Pierce. I think we can agree on that.
yeah.
We got
Wade.
Steve Nash.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade, Steve Nash in 2008,
Yeah.
possibly. Yeah,
I would say Dwayne Wade. I would.
Could we say Tim Duncan?
Yeah,
Tim
absolutely.
Duncan, for sure.
Okay.
I would also say Dirk.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure.
I would say Dwight Howard.
Yeah, of course. Are you looking at me? Of course.
I just want to make
I
sure.
mean, I think there's an argument for Hito and
No.
Hidu is becoming that. He's not there yet.
Yeah.
okay.
Jason Kidd.
In 2008,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about Vince Carter?
you have to show me 2008 Jason Kidd. I don't remember 2008 Jason Kidd.
Vince Carter?
Yeah.
And I don't. And my thing is, I'm not trying to say any of these players were not good. I'm specifically only comparing them to Ginobili. Jason
Gotcha.
Kidd has always been a great player his entire career.
Jason Kidd, 10 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds a game. He's shooting 38% from 3.
I can debate. Is he definitively better? Like, there's no way to debate.
We can come back to him. We can come back to him.
I'll
Say,
even.
put an asterisk next to the ones we got to debate.
I'll go Vince Carter.
In 2008,
Yeah, he averaged
I-
21,
No.
6, and 5.
I don't think so.
You're
Vince
tripping.
Carter?
Yeah, he averaged 21.
Remember, this is Vince Carter when he's still good. This is when
Yeah,
he's going
he
to
averaged.
Magic.
He went to Brooklyn that year.
Or
He
Brooklyn,
averaged
yeah, sorry.
21.3, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists that year.
He's shooting 45% from the field,
I lied.
36% from 3.
Yeah, this was a year before what I'm thinking. So that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, hell yeah.
This was a year before what I was thinking.
I'm trying to think about who was in Houston at the time.
T-Mac.
Yeah, but T-Mac was too hurt for me to even have him.
That year?
Was he playing this year? Was
I
he?
thought 2008 he was actually having a good season. Let me see. Yeah, 2008 is one of his best seasons with them almost.
I mean, I
no,
can't
he's
recall.
shooting god awful.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember T-Mac that
I mean,
year.
he's 21, 5, and 6.
We could say Carmelo Anthony,
Yeah, Melo.
and we could say Allen Iverson.
No, I don't think we
Tripping.
can say
I
Allen
don't want to
Iverson.
give y'all names, but I guess I have to. But Chris Bosh for sure.
I wasn't gonna throw him up there. I think
I was missing the Raptors.
I think Manu was better than Chris Bosh
Nah,
at the time.
Chris
What?
No.
That's
I
wild.
don't think you know who Chris Bosh was.
No, I do, bro.
I don't think you do.
He was a great player for the
He was
Toronto
a
Raptors,
superstar.
bro.
He was a superstar.
He wasn't the same player when he went to the Heat, but I get that year.
But that's 3 years before he goes to the
Can we
Heat.
look at their averages? Like,
Yeah.
because, I
Chris
mean,
Bosh was easily averaging probably 25. at
yeah,
that point.
yeah. Allen Iverson was definitely better. 26 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 7
Where did
assists.
Iverson even come from?
He said it earlier.
Yeah, I said earlier. Allen Iverson was averaging
The
26.
energy level in your tone is like we were just debating him. I was like, what the
Actually,
hell?
No,
yeah.
because I said him and you guys were like, I don't know.
No,
I would
I
give-
didn't even hear you say Allen Iverson.
Oh, my
I
bad.
would
Yeah,
give Allen
Tyler said that.
Iverson.
Yeah, Allen Iverson and Carmelo. They're on the same
How
team.
is Chauncey Billups doing that year?
That's a good.
No, this is gonna be a crazy take. Listen, look at me, camera. Look at me, fans. I don't think Chauncey Billups was ever a better player than Manu Ginobili.
I gotta see how he's doing that year just to see, because he's shooting 40% from three, 17-7.
That year, the year
Was
before,
Chauncey Billups the head of that
5 years
championship
before,
team with the
5 years
Pistons?
after.
Yeah, it's not that year, but
By
he is.
default, sure, of course.
All right.
I'm definitely.
That's not a good comparison.
We're
to have.
definitely missing teams though.
No, we're missing players. I think we should just look at the top 25 players. In
How is Yao Ming
2007,
doing in 2008?
He's a good player at the time. But yeah, I slept on Allen Iverson's 07-08 year. He averaged 20 freaking 6.
Yao Ming is averaging 22 and 10.
How many players do we have? I'll put Yao Ming over.
I think
Manu Ginobili.
we're at a solid 15.
I'll tell you right
Yeah,
now.
we need 10 more. Well, we don't. Y'all do. I already told y'all. Manu Ginobili was top 25.
We're at 14. Tony Parker.
That can be debated, but
Yeah, I think that's
I think
debatable.
that could be debated.
I'm willing to give it to you. I think that can definitely be debated.
That was Tony Parker. That was one of his best seasons.
18-6.
I like that.
Oh, Danny Granger averaged 25.
Did Ginobili average 19 and 6? That can be debated. There's no
But the
reason.
turnover ratio is better.
Danny Granger
That's where
averaged.
you
These
start
are
looking
very
at that.
specific things. Like, in just overall as a player, like
Derrick Rose.
you can name things that Tony doing better. You can name things that Ginobili's doing better. But just as an overall player, is it not debatable? It can't be
We can debate
definitive.
it.
It can't be definitive. If,
I want to throw in a couple
You
players.
said
in
Derrick
there.
Rose. Derrick Rose wasn't in the league.
Nah, he was. It was his rookie year.
No, he comes in 2008. This is the
Show me right
2008 season.
2008 year. Oh, never mind. Oh, Chris Paul.
Shit, there we go.
Oh yeah, Three.
Chris
And
Paul,
and I want to throw Danny Granger at the time. He was averaging 25 that year.
I'm gonna say if Chris Paul's on there, we're probably also gonna have Darren Williams.
Ooh, that's
I
debatable.
don't- I don't think
that's
Danny-
debatable.
You guys are wild. That was when
no,
CP3
no,
and him
I
were
wasn't
going.
talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Darren Williams. Yes, Danny Granger. No,
He averaged 25, bro.
he did not.
Yes, he did. I'm looking at it right now.
No, you're not. 2007, 2008 is the year we're looking at. You're looking at a different year.
2007, 2008.
Yeah, I'm putting Darren Williams on. That's cool. He's
Yeah,
19 and 10.
Yeah, Darren Williams.
Says it right there.
2008, 25.8.
2007, 2008 is the season that Manu Ginobili won Sixth Man of the Year, and he averaged 19 points per game.
But
Damn,
what
he
did
had a
Danny
big
Granger
ass.
average?
And he done 19 points per game. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. There's definitely some people I'm not thinking of, but we're getting to the point where maybe you can consider him a top 20.
25. That's the argument I made.
I mean, Danny Granger. No, I think I'd put Danny Granger over him. 19.6, 6 rebounds.
No, I don't think at this point in his career he was a better player than Manu Ginobili. He had great stats, comparable stats, but we do know there's more
Zach
to it.
Randolph.
I don't remember Zach Randolph at this point in his career.
I think
to be
Zebo was
honest.
like just getting in the league around. No, 2002. I forgot he's on the Trailblazers.
Nah, they had that Memphis
Nah,
Grizzlies
he's been
team.
in the league for a while.
Gasol?
17 and 10.
Marcus Gasol.
Marcus Gasol.
Marc
Marc
Gasol, my
Gasol.
bad. Gave that man a whole new ethnicity.
If we're gonna put Gasol, I would rather put Paul. I don't think Marc Gasol is.
Didn't we already put Paul?
Oh, Amari Stoudemire.
Because Amari.
I could keep going. I just got to think.
I
about
didn't put Paul because
so
I'm saving him.
Listen, that's what we're here for. That's what the podcast is, right?
All right,
Yeah,
so we're
Amari
gonna put
Stoudemire.
Stat.
You got to even look at those weak teams, man. Like even
Well,
those,
how's Marcus Camby doing around this time?
I don't think
Yeah, I
same
would-
thing with Chauncey Billups. I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't-
Marcus Camby was ever a better player than
me
Manu
neither.
Ginobili.
I agree.
Great
with
player overall, as by himself. I'm just comparing him to
3.6 blocks is kind of wild, bro.
Yeah, great player. I'm not saying anything bad about him.
What
as a
about
player.
Bynum? How do you feel about Bynum?
Definitely not.
I mean,
Bynum never really reached that point. He had spurts throughout his career, and that really
Yeah,
carried
I
him,
agree
but
with you.
he never had a full season where he went out there and just dominated.
Yeah, Gilbert averaged 23 rebounds and 5 assists that year too.
I would put Gilbert actually.
At this point in his career, I would not. I don't
2008 wasn't a bad part of his career yet.
I didn't say it was a bad part. Again, I'm not trying to say these players are bad. I'm just comparing them to Ginobili.
When I say bad, I mean like bad in comparison to who we're comparing them to.
No, I'm not saying bad at all. I believe all these players
LaMarcus
mentioning
Aldridge?
were great players.
Oh, Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer. I think that's debatable.
What about Rasheed Wallace?
Also
That's
debatable.
debatable.
What about Ben Wallace?
Also debatable. This is 4 years after their championship. I think they've reached the point where they're
Yeah,
starting to
they were
decline.
just now going to different teams trying to win one.
What the fuck's going on with my phone?
I think it's fair to say, ladies and gentlemen, Manu Ginobili is a
We're
top
not done.
25. I think Manu Ginobili is the only six man of the year that could make a case for top 25. I don't think others could.
We're not done though.
Kevin McHale could have, maybe.
Kevin McHale, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Kevin
Also,
McHale could've.
not even just him. Bill Walton.
The league was so small
Bill
at the time,
Walton
though.
that year.
That's not fair. The league was so small.
Bill
at the
Walton
time.
won six man of the year a little bit like later in his career. I don't think six men were like a camaraderie back then.
Oh, bro, I'd put Carlos Boozer 21 and 10.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't know
I
that.
could put Carlos Boozer.
I'm removing your argument little by little. I'm not done.
Yeah,
We're not
we
done
just gotta
either.
do our research.
I gotta
until
name-
you find 25 definitive guys that we cannot debate. I am winning.
What about
this argument.
Antoine Jameson? I'm gonna look
I
him
don't
up, and you're gonna
remember.
be surprised.
I don't remember this year.
Wasn't that the year he was with the Cavs? He got traded to the Cavs
I don't. I think it's right before that.
because he had a good year with the
No,
Cavs.
he's still on. He's still on the Wizards.
Yo, so he's averaging like 20.
He's
something.
21 and 10 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm putting Jameson.
Some of these players, I'm not a huge fan of giving them the nod over Ginobili just because they averaged more. I don't believe that's how it works, but I guess if that's the only way we're gonna do it,
I think Shaq's still better than him at this time.
I think it's also to me it's like we're saying Antoine Jameson, Carlos Boozer is like they were first and second options on their teams when Ginobili's a third option. So the fact that Ginobili's able to compete with them statistically kind of does show that he is a better player, but I guess we're not looking at it that
But
way.
also, you're looking at it that way. I'm looking at it as the attention is drawn away from Ginobili because of all the players he has on his team.
The players he's coming off the bench to play are
and these
not
players
even.
whose attention is focused on them are not able to outperform to a great degree.
So, do you think Ginobili has the same stats as a starter?
Oh, 100%. 19 points per game is starter numbers. Of course.
Yeah.
You could
No.
Ginobili could start any day.
It's different when you start a game than when you come off the bench. And six men have
No,
always said that.
Ginobili's averaging whatever he wants. As a
I want to know what Ginobili's averaging as a starter on the Spurs. I'm gonna look that up.
I mean, shit. He
There's
started
not that
what?
many times he
Started
started.
5 games in his whole career. Oh, we got an emergency, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break while we fix this little spillage. Spillage on our Tyler.
Don't go nowhere. We're not done. We're cooking over here.
Spillage on our Tyler. Of course, we got to clean it up. We'll be right back, y'all. We're going to pause it for a moment, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We managed to clean up that little disaster. The bottle is still uncapped.
I don't have a cap. That's the
Tyler's
issue.
water broke.
So that's going to happen again. Let's keep that as far away from the cables as we possibly can. But we're still debating whether or not a six man of the year can be considered top 25. I think we have come to the conclusion that it is possible. Maybe
in
not
this case, it's
Ginobili.
We should have just looked at the top five, the top NBA, like NBA 1, NBA 2. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
what I got right now.
Oh, smart man.
Maybe not Ginobili 100%. I do believe Ginobili is top 25 at that point of his career.
agree
But
with
there's
that.
other people who may have even made the argument possible with Kevin McHale. Tyler mentioned Bill Walton. I'm not a huge fan of that one, but it's possible in that point in time. I don't believe that a lot of these players are actually better than Ginobili because I do believe that the role does matter, but opportunity does matter. I think if Ginobili was the number one option on a team, I think he is fully capable of going out there and averaging over 22 points per game easily. And that's me lowballing just because I don't want to be crazy out here.
Yeah, but I'm only talking about what we got to see.
Yeah,
but
I think
Because
he's
I
top
think he
25.
could easily average 25.
I think it's different when a team's game planning for you with their top players than
No, but I
versus
do
them
think-
game planning with you with your reserves.
I do think that he was game plan. He's still averaging over 35 minutes a game. I think he was an
he's
integral
part-
piece.
He's part of the game plan. The Spurs in general aren't a high-scoring team. They're not looking for guys to go out there and average 30. Even Tim Duncan as the number one option was never really a volume scorer in comparison to some of the other players in his generation. So like that's another factor to take into consideration. You give Ginobili the keys, and I believe Ginobili was a top 5, potentially top 3 shooting guard in the league, and that says a lot. If you're top 5 in your position, I believe you should automatically be top 25. Isn't that how that would work?
I don't think so. Not
No,
always.
but I thought about it as soon as I said it. I was like, yeah, that's not necessarily
Because like
true.
right now the league is littered with point guards, and if
Yeah, I still believe
It's a
Ginobili is
different
top
league
25.
too. I don't want to. I could say this. Nas, to agree with you on here. He is a top 5 shooting guard at the time.
Yeah, I think
But
he's a top 5 shooting guard.
I
at the time.
don't know the whole top 25 because the league is different at the time. The league is a big man league still. The big man was still present. There wasn't really any small ball happening. So it's hard to take away from those players that were averaging those double-doubles because they're playing other players that are just as good as them every night at their position. So the strength of the position to me at power forward and center is different than it is now.
But Ginobili's not a regular bench player, though.
No. Like I said,
That argument doesn't count for him because he's
Yeah.
playing the same. He's out there the same amount of minutes as Kobe. So he's out there on the floor with. He's not playing Kobe's reserve the entire game.
he's a bench player the same way Lou Williams is a bench
Yeah,
player.
he's a starter that
Jamal
comes
Crawford.
off.
Yeah, it's just out of circumstance.
oh man, we didn't even say what's his name.
I don't think Jamal
Atlanta.
Crawford was top 25.
No, not Jamal
Joe
Crawford.
Johnson.
Joe Johnson. I
Yeah.
think I'll take Joe Johnson over Ginobili.
He was going to be my next pick. That's why I think you can definitely debate that he's not in it, and you can debate that he is.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
a
know about
teeter
Joe
totter.
Johnson this year, but
tripping.
yeah,
He's
in
like
general,
20,
for
22
sure.
and like 5, I think.
Was he still in the Suns that year, or did he get traded to the Hawks
Should be
already?
on the Hawks.
He was on the Hawks already.
Yeah, and he was the Hawks' #1 option.
I thought he was drafted a little closer to this time, but I guess I was wrong on that one. But yeah, I don't think a lot of these players are better than Ginobili realistically, but we're not going to debate that. That was a random thing that popped into my head.
I like that.
And I might surprise you on next episode too, because I have a couple things that I want to actually debate.
Out of bounds
Oh, I
with
got you
Nas.
next time too.
Out of bounds with Nas.
I don't know. I don't really know how that sparked in my brain. It was. I remember last week when we finished the pod, I asked y'all if a player can be considered top 10 all time if he was never the best player in the league at any point in his career. I think that would be a fun debate as well. But
That's hard though.
we
That's
already
hard
run
to
out of
do.
time.
Because I think that top 10 is it's turning into a top 15 realistically now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still top 10 though.
Oh, real
If
quick.
there's a top 15.
I don't have a
there's
top 10 ready.
Real quick, guys,
all.
because we all agree on this one take about Kobe. None of us have Kobe in our top. You guys have Kobe in your top 5s?
He might.
Yeah, I have Kobe in my top 5.
You have Kobe in your top 5?
Yeah,
A lot of people.
Kobe's 5 for me.
A lot of people. I was having a debate with someone on my job, and then it ended up being like 7 people on my head about Kobe not being a top 3 player, and people fail to realize that he is not a top 3 ever. And people Kobe fans die about that shit.
No, he's been top 3 in the league.
No. Top 3 ever player ever. He's not in my top 3 player ever.
Like all time?
All time.
Yeah. I see that because
He's not in my top 3, but I understand people's
I can
argument.
understand people's discussion because he influenced the culture so much.
So, it's me debating with them, right? And I go, well, I think what does he do better than LeBron or Michael Jordan? And
That's why he's top 3. Because he doesn't do anything better than LeBron.
But then what
and
does he do
Michael
better than Kareem?
you know their
I'm
faces.
at 5,
You know
I'm
what
just
they
saying.
said? You know what they told me? He wins. I was like, then Tim Duncan's better than Kobe.
Yeah, then Robert Horry is the GOAT.
Yeah, and then it's just when you have these conversations with people who are not when you're having it with a super fan of a certain player, it's so funny because I'm having a conversation and now I see how it's to argue with me about certain players that I stick up for,
now
like
you get-
Trey Young,
The people that
LeBrons.
got the good highlights.
So I wanted to say, I know this wasn't on our itinerary or whatever, but I just wanted to say, guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank God.
This is my apology. I'm starting the year fresh. I'm starting the year fresh with my
I'm
takes.
accepting if it doesn't happen again.
But yeah, Kobe's not a top 3 player to me ever. I mean, I love him to death. I think he's top 3 influential when it comes to winning and being, a workhorse and work ethic, and he's the exemplary of what it is to be an NBA player and putting in the work. But when it comes to player, I don't see him there. And
Oh, I got a good question for
I think
actually.
Steph is creeping up on him, low key.
I mean, Steph is very influential, but I don't think he's more influential than.
Steph's not in my
Than
top
Kobe.
10 yet.
Steph changed the game.
But so did Kobe.
Oh, influential, yeah.
Yeah. Steph's up there with Allen Iverson to me.
Kobe really put that work ethic into people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
influential. I think Kobe. I think Steph is top 5,
I-
top 3 possibly.
I have a hot take.
I don't think we have LeBron without Kobe. What LeBron is what Kobe is, and aware of work and putting in the work in the off season. I don't think we have these players that we have now. KD, Steph Curry. We don't have a lot of these players without Kobe.
I have a hot take real quick. Dirk is the top 5 most influential people of all time for me in basketball.
Whoa.
Top 5?
Because
maybe
I don't
not.
think that we have big shooting.
We got freelance in this episode.
Top 10. I don't think top 3. Top 5.
I think he changed the way that bigs play the game.
Yeah, I put a top 10. I mean, you got Kobe Bryant, you have Stephen Curry, you have Allen Iverson completely altered the landscape of basketball.
Like he changed
Cornrows,
everything.
the looks.
He gave basketball hip hop and hip hop basketball.
Michael Jordan made basketball sexy. Like Michael Jordan is
Made it
Magic
lucrative.
Johnson.
You think Michael Jordan's a little sexy?
I did not
No,
say
he
that.
just made it
I did
fun.
not
You think
say
he's a
that.
cute guy?
You know exactly what I mean.
What do you like about
Nas
him?
like some dark skins.
What do you like about him? Tell me, Nas.
All right, this is what we're doing this
This is
podcast.
them clipping this. This is my clip reel for the week.
Nah, but yeah, I don't think.
I think you can argue Dirk is top 5. How about that?
I
But I
don't-
can also
no, I
see
don't
top
think
10.
so. I think he's top 10. I don't think you
You
can
only
argue.
named 4 definitive people. I would put him right behind Jordan.
Because you cut me off. I think Magic Johnson, I think Larry Bird, I think all these guys completely changed the landscape of basketball. I think Dirk is top 10. I don't think he's more influential than those guys.
I think Magic and Larry are together.
I think Magic goes with MJ and Larry. I think all 3 of those are at the same piece because they all come in at the same time. It's a
They did
4-year
different
difference.
things. I think like the Lakers and the Celtics, that series, it made basketball competitive for people had to pick a side. You know, are you with them or are you with them? But I think Michael Jordan united everybody to loving.
No, I think the way I see it,
basketball.
I think Bird and Magic made basketball fun, entertainment. It became entertainment business. It's about who can
drama,
put up
storyline,
who
yeah.
can put up the best show, who can go out there and sell tickets, and that's what mattered the most. That's where the drama started happening. The media's influence, the storylines.
We don't have basketball without them.
And I think Michael Jordan basically created the superstar. What we know as a superstar now, that is what Michael Jordan was.
Take of the year. I like that one. That was a good take.
Yeah,
that was a great take.
I think that's how I view him. As when his influence was like, I'm the number one option, and I am the guy. I make the rules. I make the decisions around here. You do what I say, and that world started with Michael Jordan. Like I'm the main character in this movie.
Yeah,
that's basically what it was. And then that's when we started getting guys to really go out there and start. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. All these guys started showing up. Like, yo, I'm him for real. You know,
he brought the guard too. I think Michael Jordan gave the guard a scoring option in the NBA. Like, say so, not just a passer or a utility player. I think Michael Jordan really gave that option of like we can win a championship with a shooting guard, and I agree with you, Nas. That was a great take.
Hey, listen, you guys are sleeping on Jerry West by saying that.
Oh my God. The logo.
I mean that.
He's the logo, of course, but like, didn't he went to the finals 7 times and won once?
I mean, bro, he went against Bill Russell.
No, I don't think Jerry West was able to impact the game to the same
No,
degree that Michael
I agree
Jordan.
with that. I'm talking about the scoring guard part. That's all.
Oh, why'd you say you guys?
They didn't win.
He
I
said
said
he
win.
was,
What
he
he
was,
said,
he
what
was
he
talking
said.
by himself.
Yeah, but I'm gonna loop you into anything. If you don't disagree with him, you're a part of it.
He didn't give me a chance.
Hold on. But he
You're out of
didn't
chance.
win though. Like Michael Jordan won 6 times in a row. Well, not in a row, but consecutive without losing.
Yeah,
Like Jerry didn't win.
but he
didn't
also
change the fact that
lost
We're
11
just
other
talking
times he didn't make
We're
it
just
to the
talking about being a
finals.
scoring guard, though. Isn't that what we're saying? So yeah, Jerry West.
There's 11
No,
11
I'm
times where he
talking
doesn't
about
make it to the finals and he loses.
winning with a scoring guard. That's totally different than going to the finals 11 times and winning once. That's a whole day. Like you can do that all day. LeBron went to the
That's
finals.
another subject we're going to talk about.
What's up?
People just forget about Michael Jordan's other ventures before he gets to the finals. What about when he doesn't go to the finals? It's more often than not. We're going to do that next episode.
Was it 12?
Yeah, of course. He played 12 years in the league. He can't go to the finals 12 times in a row.
Yeah, but people only talk about the finals records, not the times he's lost. It's weird.
Well, he
I mean, that's the case for all players. Like nobody cares when the
It's
players.
not the case for LeBron.
I think it's the
People
Yeah, it
talk
is.
about him losing all the time.
No, yeah, but that's because he went to the finals so many times.
And he has the most finals MVPs, right? Michael Jordan does, right?
No, Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Well, I don't think finals MVP was around, so MJ probably does, actually.
Yeah, Michael Jordan probably does.
And never lost. That's the part that people hang on. Like they don't.
No, but
lose.
I do understand why people are so focused on his success. I mean, the success was, the prime of his career, and that's when we should be debating these players when they're at their peak, when they're at their best, not when they were learning the game, not when they were too young to really understand what winning was all about. And Michael Jordan, he was young. He was going through that invincible phase of his career, where it's like I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? And he learned like, listen, I need a little help. Scotty, can you come over here? Like, Rod, can you come over here, man? I need a little help.
He was not letting go of Scotty. When I heard that story about Scotty, he wanted Scotty.
Talking about finals matchups, though, we kind of got a repeat of one with the Lakers and the Warriors. LeBron versus Curry again for Christmas.
Isn't that what we're watching right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think about this game?
Bro, that game was phenomenal. We got a block by James and a double bang all in one game for the first time.
Bang!
Block by James!
All in one game, bro. Christmas game with two teams that suck. Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it.
I got a lot of really good presents that day, but that was probably one of the best.
Nah, I think the NBA in general that day, not to take away from the Lakers and Golden State, but the NBA in general, there was just good games across the board.
I think so.
It was great.
Compared to the NFL, at least, I can tell you for sure.
Yeah.
Half those NFL games were blowouts, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That was so weird.
No, they're not supposed to be playing at Christmas, goddamn bum.
This is the NBA.
Listen, this is our shit, man. Y'all need to go back home. Y'all can have Thanksgiving. We never asked for that.
Real quick,
I
know we don't have this in the Terry, but it's a really good way to kind of like move forward. LeBron being top 100.
What do you mean move forward? We just started this topic.
Nah, I'm done.
We haven't even discussed it yet. Like, what the hell?
It's crazy though. LeBron is
top 100 in Madden.
That is
really
crazy.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
His side quests are crazy. A&R for 2 Chainz, like his side quests.
I actually think that's why he was doing so bad early in the season because they had a couple tournaments. That's crazy.
He skipped training days.
That's the same thing.
Play Madden.
I know we're freelancer right now, but that's the same thing with Jamal. What's the dude? The point guard for the Denver Nuggets. What's his name?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna wait.
Talking about the Canadian guy?
Yeah.
Are you talking about RJ Barrett?
Murray.
Oh.
So Murray in the beginning of the
Dejounte
year,
Murray.
he was going to all these like fighting events right after games and stuff like that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, it's
You're not
crazy.
serious about
He
basketball.
stopped doing that, and he's balling.
But that's the difference between this team. Like, both of these teams are kind of in a weird spot together. Both of them are not really having a great season. They both started off really hot, and we thought that they both were going to do great.
Yeah.
And it's kind of died down.
Yeah.
But they had this amazing matchup, and I think this is going to be one of the last matches we get to see from them.
I hope not.
What's your favorite Christmas moment in NBA?
Ooh.
It's still the Kyrie turnaround on Klay Thompson when he mean mugged the crowd.
Oh, that's tough.
That whole game was fun. You had 2 dunks from Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, that was the greatest
KD
game of all
got
time.
baptized that game twice.
KD also baptized somebody.
Yeah,
he did. Was it Justin Thompson?
I think it was Kevin Love. Yeah.
Kevin Love. Yeah.
that was a fun ass. Like I don't know if there's any like better games than that for me.
I don't have any better games, but I do have a lot of memories that I love about Christmas. Like I used to love the Christmas uniforms.
Yeah.
I specifically loved
Besides the Bulls.
Lakers versus Knicks Christmas uniforms that year. That was like, this was Melo versus Kobe days. So it was a long time ago, but I loved the design of it. It was very creative. It was very Christmassy because it was very simple. But I think they used like a font that gave it that Christmassy vibe to it. But it wasn't like anything Christmassy on it. There was no like snowflakes or nothing. It was just a basic uniform with like a pastel shade of their color, basically what it was. And I loved it, and that was my favorite. I don't remember the rest of the uniforms, to be honest. I just remember those 2, and it was my favorite. Yeah, bro, come on, that's beautiful, bro. Like I love it.
Yeah, they snap with those.
It's such a basic concept, but I love basic. That's my favorite
took the white
uniform. Yeah, it's great. I love it, but
yeah,
that's one of my favorite Christmas game memories.
For me, I mean,
the game was good too, by the way.
Yeah, the games are always good on Christmas.
I think that was Dwight Howard Lakers.
2012.
Yeah, my favorite time in NBA was back when, you guys remember, I always bring this up, the puppet time with LeBron and Kobe.
Yeah.
I remember they kept matching them up a lot during Christmas games, LeBron versus Kobe.
You talk about the
with
Cavs
the Heat, with the Cavs. No matter where he was at, those games were always like pretty like good games, and we got to see literally the 2 best players go at it because we never got to see them in the finals, sadly. But that's like one of my favorite moments is just watching LeBron and Kobe go at it, watching genius versus genius, watching LeBron strip.
That's when Bron had the Heat had the red sleeve jerseys.
Even the Cavs team, even against those Cavs teams, they still played good games, even though the Lakers were way better than them at the time. Now when we look back at it, but even those times, it's just like I love matchups when we know we have 2 alpha people, and I don't think we have it like that anymore. In a sense of like guard play or like in that way. And I miss that, where 2 players were 2-way players, brilliant players. Like I haven't had that type of experience, and that's one of my favorite. And also the uniforms, like Nas says, the uniforms were dope. The commercials every year. We get really dope commercials. This is one of my favorite part of the times of the year, next to the All-Star game. When it comes to like the NBA, they really show out.
I love it. Did anything surprise you guys this year?
I didn't really watch the Christmas games.
Oh, I did.
I played Marvel Rivals all day. But I watched the Lakers versus Warriors. That's really all I did.
I'm joking. It's actually really fun.
He's a blurred.
I saw the highlights for the Spurs versus Knicks. That was a pretty interesting game.
There was a very surprising game. I did not expect the Celtics to lose.
Yeah,
that was shocking.
Oh, I did watch that. Who did they lose against? The Sixers, right?
Sixers.
I did watch that. I'm wrong. I did watch that.
I was so surprised about that game. Like I was certain that the Celtics were going to come in. And I think it's because they wore those red tights. I really think that was the issue.
Yeah, they wore red accessories. Yeah. I liked it. It was
Celtics just got to keep it basic. That's that. Every time they keep Celtics don't look good in anything else.
It's that green. That fucking green is ugly.
That green is terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hate that green.
Green's my favorite color.
I hate Celtics jerseys. They have the worst jerseys in the NBA.
Look at this, guys.
Oh, damn.
Look at this.
Not the worst, but it's
This was my parlay, right? I had an 11 leg parlay. Guess who lost? Guess who lost me the parlay?
Who's Rachel?
I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't even care.
Check.
So the Celtics. I only lost because the Celtics lost that day. Literally. 2000. It was about to be a Christmas miracle.
Isn't the Sixers have been balling? Maybe balling might not be the word.
Balling
but
is like an overstatement.
they've been doing better. They've been winning more games.
Bro, they're 11 and 18, I think.
I mean, it's the East, bro. They really can just go on like a 10 to 15 game.
Excuse me.
No, they
sporadic
can't because the issue with their team, I keep talking about their schedule, they had a very, very weak start of the season. They played a lot of weak teams.
Yeah.
After these next 3 games, I don't know if you guys want to look it up, it is terrible for them. They play Denver twice. They play the Suns. They play the Timberwolves. They play OKC.
Yeah, but these are all beatable teams. Like Denver can collapse at any moment these days.
I don't expect any of those teams to lose to Philly, though. Is what I mean.
We also didn't expect Boston to lose to Philly, so it's possible. And
even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes.
I mean, the Pacers were just on a 7-game winning streak.
When their 3 stars are playing, they can win any game. I believe that in the regular season. Maybe not the playoffs, but in the regular season, they can win against anybody as long as those 3 guys are playing. For sure.
I think they could do a lot from the play-in position.
Even with Paul George playing like ass.
Yeah.
But, I mean, making it to the play-in, I don't think that they make it out the playoffs, and I think that's where the issue comes in, or into the playoffs.
Well, I also don't look at them as like an upper echelon East team. So, I mean, they're a B tier to me right now because of the way they're playing.
But contract
tier is kind of high.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider this.
I mean, they still have the talent to be a B tier team. It's not like.
But do they though? If they haven't been playing like that, like
they're all finally healthy. Bro.
Having the players doesn't make you a B tier. Playing like a B tier makes you a B tier.
Your players have to be healthy. And they have 2 notoriously unhealthy players.
Well, they're healthy right now, okay, guys, and they're winning games right now.
Yes.
So let's give them the benefit
Is
of the
Joel
doubt.
Embiid healthy though? I don't think that
I
he
don't
is.
think
He is
Joel
still humbling.
Embiid's been healthy since he's got in the league, though. But that's just me, bro. His face consistently getting messed up is I feel really bad for. They're always like he's always getting hit in the face all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
that man got injured during warm-ups. He did play the game, but he got injured.
Yeah,
he's eternally cursed.
That will never age.
You know who else is doing better? Also, Mikal Bridges is also picked it up a lot since the last time we talked.
Oh, he got rid of that hitch in his shot finally.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I think he was trolling. I swear, it looked like he was trolling when he was warming up.
I think the Knicks shooting coach tried something and it didn't work, and he's reverting back to his normal.
Yeah, he's back to shooting about 37% from 3, which is good. That's going to keep going up. He's averaging 18 points per game. He just had a 40-point game to spoil the Spurs' Christmas.
Yeah.
So KD, bro.
Yeah, playing good. The Knicks overall have been playing good.
OG's actually playing good, too. OG's having some good stretches at times.
The East is just one Celtic injury away from going to the finals. You know what I mean? That's all it takes. Not even an injury. All it takes is one player to go out there and play like butt. And
well, I mean, it was they already had that last year.
Yeah, but I don't think the East teams were as good as they are this year. Personally,
I think they got better. If you had to pick one team other than the Celtics that would come out the East, who do you think it would be? Other than the Celtics,
if the Celtics don't make it, then I think it's between. Actually, hot take, the Bucks.
Oh, you've been saying that. I still disagree.
I got the Magic, low key. If they get healthy by the time, I think the Magic can do something.
Do you disagree with that one more? Okay, thank goodness.
I mean, they just
So that's all target Pluto then.
lasers realigned.
Bro,
You saved me.
Paolo doesn't even have a timeline to come back yet.
I thought they said he should be coming back in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
The last time I
But I
read
read that shit like a month ago.
No, yeah, there's no
All right,
timeline
well.
for when he returns.
This man just did everything in his power to make his take bad. Like, what
Nah,
the hell?
I'm not gonna say. I mean, they're playing good basketball. Again, the speculate. My incentive is if they're all healthy. Again, that's the big
Yeah,
incentive.
I don't think the Magic can beat the Cavs or
Jesus
the
Christ.
even
excuse
fully
me.
healthy. I don't see them.
the Cavs or the Knicks in a 7-game
You're
series.
tripping.
Wait, what?
What do you
Why?
mean? You was telling us
They
the Knicks were
just took
going to
the
the
Cavs to 7
finals.
last year.
You was
Did
just
they win?
You was just telling us the
Wait,
Knicks
wait,
are going
wait.
to the finals.
Hold on.
They deflated the
They
last
took them to
4
the
minutes
7
of the freaking.
Did they win? And I think the Cavs are better this year. Did they win?
This
I
is
think the
the
Magic
same,
are way better this year too, though.
This is the
Did
same
they win?
Fully
man.
healthy.
This is the same man that was just advocating for the Knicks going to the finals, and now the Magic are better than them. Come on,
No, I
man,
don't
make
think-
up your mind.
No,
I got
the
Knicks
are
second.
Still my favorite. I'm just throwing a wrench, but yeah, the Knicks are my favorite. But I think I don't see how if the Magic are fully healthy, they're the best. Probably the best defensive team statistically in the NBA. When they're fully healthy, so
I would still say I would actually give that to the Knicks.
I would give that to the Thunder.
I mean,
Not-
in
well,
the East, in the
statistically
East.
speaking, I
You
think
said
the
in the
Magic
NBA.
are
Oh, yeah.
top 3. I'm pretty sure in defense without their best player. So
Yeah,
But
their
again-
best players not adding to the defense. So
Paulo,
Paolo's not
not
one
a
of
great
their best
defender.
defenders. Paolo is.
He's not terrible, but
I'd probably put Paolo in the ranking, Orlando Magic ranking, as probably the 7th best defender on the team, 8th possibly.
you just gave up.
no, I'm not giving up. I mean, he just brings like 20 more points to like a great defense though. So like, I mean, but Nas doesn't care about that shit.
Of course not.
The Lakers have been shopping Zach LaVine, and I know you don't
Yeah,
like that.
and that's gonna look terrible for
And
us.
I know you don't like that, but that's not bad. That's not bad.
It's
at
actually
all.
terrible. There's no point in adding him. He brings nothing to the table that we need right now.
So what you doing if the Lakers get him?
Nothing. What am I supposed to do?
No, how you feeling? Like, what do you think the Lakers' chances are after that?
I
Is
think
it the
they're
same?
just the same. We don't like maybe we get out of the first round if we get a favorable matchup. We can get multiple favorable matchups and go to the conference finals. But again, asking for a favorable matchup is a lot to ask for.
Yeah, I think they.
Zach
had-
LaVine doesn't bring nothing to the table. I don't know why anybody would care to have Zach
Wow,
LaVine.
I just don't know how you don't think 20 points a game, shooting over.
Because the game of basketball is not about scoring. The teams that win play defense, and it's happened every year of our entire existence as basketball fans, but we don't want to see our teams add defense. I'll never get that. How do we watch basketball every year of our lives, and see the best defensive teams win championships?
Also, that
Or
20 is
top 5
great.
defensive teams win championships. But every year, fans around the world just want to add more offense. And
Some
yet,
teams do need more offense, though. They
But
don't
the
need more
Lakers
defense.
don't. The
but
Lakers
they're not
need
going
defense.
to win. Now you're deflecting the point that I just made. Again, I want to win a championship. I don't want to just win games. I don't want to just pass the first round. As a Lakers fan, I want LeBron James and Anthony Davis to win a championship. And I have seen every year since I've ever watched basketball, a top-tier defensive team win a championship. And that's what I want. AD can score, LeBron can score, Reeves can score. We even got freaking D'Angelo Russell who can do nothing else but score. We can get points on the board. We need to be a better rebounding team. We suck at rebounding. We need to defend the perimeter. Our perimeter defense is atrocious. Zach LaVine's going to make it worse. We need defenders.
So
we need length.
Why is the franchise, right? You believe in what you believe in, right? So this is going to be my point. Why is the franchise trying to aim for Zach LaVine? Then, if you don't,
There's no indication that they're trying to. Those are usually reports by that player's agent to up the trade value.
all right.
Just took
Yeah,
it out
if
my
you're
mouth.
gonna take the point away from me, I really don't have an argument no more. What I'm trying to say is, let's put it in a world. Why would the Lakers even do it then? I mean, what Nas is saying, I understand. The best defensive teams always win. Defense wins championships. I get it. But
Because
why
that's
would
all franchises want. They want clickbait. They want ratings. They want the money. Half of these franchises, they ain't really trying to win championships.
Jeannie
They trying to
Buss has
put
been very clear. She
try-
wants people watching more than they want people winning. That's why the
they
moves
want
that they
money
keep
in
making.
their pockets. All these franchises just want money in their pockets. They ain't worried. Half of these GMs don't even believe they can beat the Celtics or the Thunder or the Cavs or whatever the case is. So they've already decided. Now let's just put some butts in the seats. Let's get some ticket sales. Let's get some merchandise sales. Let's get some more money. That's all they care about.
Also, if you add Zach LaVine to this team, do you think he's still averaging 20 with the amount of people that are scoring?
These basketball executives
There's
don't
no
know
way.
basketball.
Nas is going in.
He hates him. I hate Jeannie Buss. I really hate Jeannie Buss.
You hate Jimmy Buss?
Yeah, bro. She has not made a good decision for this team, and
I'm
I think
not gonna lie.
Pelinka has not been a great GM.
I would have cut ties from LeBron after this last year.
50-50. But
I don't think
They've made
Pelinka has not been a great GM.
he's made bad decisions, but he's also he's done a good job of trying to save
won a
himself from those
championship.
bad decisions,
Yeah,
which is not something a lot of GMs have the ability to do.
But he's made a lot more bad decisions than him repairing any bad decisions that he make or positioning himself to not make bad decisions.
But those are all hindsight. On paper, a lot of the decisions that he's making do look good. The only one that was pretty bad was Westbrook.
Or
Other than
Caruso or KCP.
That old ass team.
again, on hindsight, but on paper, it's what they had to do. It's a money thing.
THT was not
They
because
should've-
THT got a bigger contract than Caruso did.
It's a money thing, though. Like,
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. Caruso asked for less than THT did, and they paid THT more.
They should have kept that team together. The team that won that championship that year.
I don't know why he let go of Caruso. I know that there had to be a reason there. I don't know why, because I don't believe that
They were
Pelinka
valuing
didn't think
youth.
that he was better. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think whatever his face is a decent GM, a lot better than most. But I have no interest in seeing more offensive firepower added to this team. Like if we need more offensive firepower, then go tell D'Lo to shoot more or something. Like I don't know. Like what are we?
Do you think there's a chance the Lakers can possibly get Jimmy? Do you think that would be a good move? There's a whole sweepstakes about him.
That's defense and offense all at once.
I like Jimmy. I like Jimmy.
I like Jimmy a lot, actually.
I like Jimmy. So my issue with Jimmy is that he's a culture builder. He's a leader. He's a voice. I don't know how well that works with LeBron and AD.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if he can be that guy with two dominant forces like that. I think AD's a bit of a diva. That's my personal take, and I think LeBron is a control.
I think LeBron is a diva.
That. You know what?
I think
That's
LeBron.
crazy.
I think LeBron is a control freak.
He is a control freak. I will agree with you.
I don't know
fan,
I don't know
very
if
much
Butler
so.
can go in there and really control the locker room and get people on board to what he's trying to sell. Very similar to a player like Patrick Beverley. Like he wasn't successful there because he couldn't do what he's good at and what he's brought to table for teams. He couldn't do it there. He's not able to. Westbrook can't succeed there because it's not a good fit for a player like LeBron and AD. You're a ball dominant point guard. You can't give the ball to Westbrook and expect him to be successful. And even Rondo and LeBron, regardless of how good it looked outside looking in, they clashed a lot. It was difficult for those two alpha males to get along. You know what I mean?
They made it work though.
They made it work for sure.
Yeah,
but
it's hard. You have to have a certain personality to work along.
Yeah, it's hard.
LeBron.
Jimmy as a player, I think it would be phenomenal. He's a great scoring option.
So you think it's personality?
I think it's just it's hard. I don't know. It's very
His play
difficult.
style might not work either.
No, I think it'll work. I think it works.
Yeah, I think his play style is a little difficult as well. He's not a shooter. He's
a ball dominant player next to another ball dominant player.
It's hard. I'm big on fit. That's my issue. I'm not really interested in talent. That's just not my concern.
The way I feel it fits, right, is that you can still keep. I mean, all right. So this is the question before I go into this. Do you guys like AD better at power forward or center?
4, always a 4.
No,
yes, 4.
4. So that's where it kind of messes up because if they get Jimmy, I don't think they have other resources to go get a center. So that's where I don't think it works anymore because now you're gonna have to push LeBron up to the 3.
You started this by saying this is how it works.
But this is where I feel like it would work. Let's say we keep AD at the center, we keep LeBron at the 4, and you put Jimmy at the 3. You now can expose more mismatches with pick and rolls with them. I think LeBron's already a mismatch for most 4s in the league already as it is. So you throw in Jimmy in there with a pick and roll, which he can run very well. We've seen it with him and Bam. With LeBron being the roller, I think he's a better passer than people give him credit for. I think that's the way it works in that pick and roll, having 2 shooters that are ready to go to shoot, having D'Lo. I mean, Austin Reeves is more of a scorer as well, so he's going to take a lot away from Austin Reeves. But that means Austin Reeves now is in a new position where he has to figure out himself again. So
And they're doing it right now with him at the 1.
Yeah, so it's just like it's gonna take away. Like
one thing that you can't do is ask the best players on your team to accommodate the newcomer. I don't think that's gonna work.
The newcomer
exactly. The newcomer has to accommodate the stars, and Jimmy's not
I
gonna
just
be
don't
able
see
to
where
be.
that fits. Then at that
He's
point.
not gonna be able to be the ball dominant player that he is now. Not to say ball dominant isn't really the word I would use to describe him, but he's a playmaker. He's there to create plays, to initiate plays and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A shot creator.
He's a great player. I just don't know if the Lakers is the right fit for him. I think the Suns are a phenomenal fit for him. He changes everything that the Suns do from top to bottom.
Defense.
None of those players want to play make. They want to score. Perfect. Give it to Jimmy. He'll get you on the
Tyus
position
Jones
to
coming
do
into
that.
play make is a terrible defender. God awful.
Yeah, it's
Tyus Jones looking for his buckets.
took a switch there out of nowhere. That was
My bad.
you
No,
were
it's
very
true
adamant
though.
about that.
No, but I think it matters. We're talking about a bunch of people that just score. They brought in a playmaker, and he's just as bad
scorer now.
defensively as everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best team for Jimmy is the Suns. I think they need to build a culture there, a culture of winning. Kevin Durant's not that vocal leader. Devin Booker's not that vocal leader that they need in
Neither
order.
is Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's going to go
Bradley Beal's a
in
hotbed
that
now.
trade if that happens, so it doesn't even matter.
He's not going to be a part of that team.
Yeah, he's not going to be a part of it anyway. So, I think Jimmy would be a great fit for Suns. I think Jimmy would be rotation wise, I don't get it how it would work, but he would make sense in Dallas as a player. I just don't understand
Where he would play.
like is Clay coming off the
Yeah.
bench? Is Jimmy going to play small ball
Is
4?
PJ Washington coming off the
Is
bench?
PJ Washington coming off the bench?
I don't like PJ Washington off the bench. He's a defender.
I don't like any of those three off the bench.
PJ
I like Clay
Washington
off the
becomes
bench.
damn near useless off the bench.
Yeah.
What do
Because
you-
his role is there to be the enforcer and be the defender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's tough. As a player, though, what Jimmy brings to the table is exactly what Dallas needs. It's just unfortunate that Jimmy just doesn't fit the rotation the way they would want him
Mouths
to.
feed over there. Too many mouths to feed. Way too
Yeah,
many.
but he doesn't. I don't think Jimmy wants to be a mouth to feed anymore. I don't think he's interested in that anymore. I think he's getting older. Jimmy's been in the league for a long time. People don't realize he's an old head.
2011, bro.
Yeah, he's been in the league a very long time. I don't think he has any interest in being the man anywhere he goes. I think he
Him
wants to
and
go.
Kyrie? Oh, my bad.
He wants to win.
Yeah, I think he just wants to win. I think he wants to go anywhere that he could be possibly a third option. If he can find somewhere to be the fourth option, he'd probably be happy.
Him and Kyrie, I've always wanted to play together as well. I know Jimmy's been a little bit more vocal about that in the past.
He wants to play with everyone. Kyrie's a liar.
No, but I like that. I like that in a way because I think Kyrie's also their leader vocally, and I think Jimmy would back him up in certain spots. But Jimmy would automatically become their leader as soon as he got there.
You know who I would love to see paired up, and I don't think it's realistic, but watching this game, Harden and Jimmy in some way. But obviously, I don't know if there's any way that
Harden is not going to be
the
able
Heat
to
would
exist
accept
in that Heat culture.
No. So Harden would be staying on the Clippers, and somehow they'd facilitate a trade with Kawhi.
They
But
would
with
definitely
Kawhi being
trade for
injured, I
Kawhi.
don't think it's going to be happening.
He said he's coming back soon. I mean, he hinted at it.
Yeah, he said that
so
3 months ago, and he hasn't played a single minute.
A healthy Kawhi in Miami would be interesting.
It would be.
I'm not gonna lie.
That would
dangerous.
fit that system perfectly because I really do think the Heat have as close of a system as the Spurs do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think the Heat might be a little bit more militant than the Spurs are.
Oh,
It's
I
hard
don't
to
think
say
so.
that
You
about
must have
Pop.
not heard
I
the
don't think
stories
so.
of
I
Popovich.
think Pat and Pop are neck and neck with that though, because I heard Pat don't play around with that weight at all. Like you might not even play if your weight's not right.
You ever seen
Same
a fat,
thing with
you ever seen a fat player in San Antonio?
Never once.
Boris
Diaw was the fattest.
Dewan Blair. You want me to keep going?
But Boris Diaw, you saw
Shaquille
Boris
O'Neal.
Diaw's production?
Huh?
Boris Diaw's production during that time
Boris
was so
Diaw
different.
was like the Draymond Green. Of
That fat
team.
was calculated. That was there on purpose. He was built like me for a reason. Like I carry this fat for a specific reason. that you
Dewan
guys
Blair
don't
was
understand.
even really
I
good
don't want
over
to know
there.
what that reason is.
Dewan was nasty with them, bro. He had no knees. Still dunking on people. They removed both his ACLs.
I would really like to see him on the Suns. I do think it makes the most sense. There's a lot of teams that he could really fit for. Like honestly, the Cavs could do very well with him as well.
Well,
The Cavs.
That would be a weird. I don't think the Cavs are in the market for a star though.
I don't think they are either. But
I don't think
realistically, they should probably consider that.
Their small forward position is their weakest position.
I
though.
disagree. I don't think they
Small
should go
forward
for a
is their
star.
weakest position.
Do you think there's a possibility with everything that's happening with the Kings and them kind of falling apart that Jimmy ends up moving to the Kings? Do you think that's a trade that could happen?
Or Fox goes to the Heat.
Or that
like
was a
Fox
move that
going
was
to the Heat
discussed.
better than I like, because didn't Bam and Fox play together in college?
Yeah, in Kentucky.
Listen,
That would actually be nice.
I read the NBA script. DeMar DeRozan is going to be traded for Jimmy Butler, and the Sacramento Kings are going to win a championship. And DeMar DeRozan is going to go into a deep depression.
Again.
Stay off the weed.
But that's what he gets for siding with Kendrick against Drake.
No, but yeah, I think Jimmy Butler would be a great fit in Sacramento. I don't think he wants to go to Sacramento, though.
I think it would be the other way around. I think De'Aaron Fox would be a great fix with the Heat.
I would want to get Jimmy as far away from Sacramento as possible. Now I think about it. I had to think about it for a second.
No, I like the Heat. I like the Heat, one, because you got Eric Spoelstra. He's arguably top 3, top 5, head coaches right now in the league. And then on top of that, you got Jimmy, you got Bam, you're going to get rid of some players to get Darian. I'm pretty sure Tyler Hero's out of there. I'm pretty sure Duncan Robinson's out there.
If they're trading Tyler Hero for that, I don't like that anymore.
If they can somehow leverage Duncan Robinson, maybe some
they'd have to trade their
Djokovic,
Khalil Ware would have to go. Jovic would have to go,
and a couple picks. I think that fit right there, and then you kind of make a couple other trades after that too. Some players who want to leave their teams. I like that. I actually like that a lot. And then you got why not? The Knicks are doing it. They're playing with all those players that played together in college. I think Bam and Fox have a lot of history together. I actually like that a lot.
I think De'Aaron Fox needs to go somewhere where he's not the number one option. I don't think.
I agree.
I don't think De'Aaron Fox is number one option caliber type of guy.
Yeah, I believe with you. I'm with you on that.
I don't know. I don't know what team that would be. I'm skimming through, but he'd be interesting on the Magic, but. I like Suggs. I don't see the point.
I don't think it's any team in the East.
Oh yeah, so I don't see it. Houston would be very interesting. I just don't think they found their guy yet, so that's gonna be tough.
The Lakers.
Golden State.
I actually do think he would do very well in the Lakers. He is a good defender, and when he doesn't have to be the number one guy, he's not exerting that much energy on the offensive end.
I like him at the third option with them. Even at the second one with a pick and roll with him and AD.
Imagine a pick and roll with him and LeBron.
It'd be interesting.
If we're getting rid of Fox, right? I got an interesting one for you guys. Where would Sabonis go if they're going to do this whole rebuild thing?
Well, it depends, because the Kings team is falling apart. I think we can't deny that. I think they've been in an eternal free fall since 2018 when they picked up Marvin Bagley.
I think they got swept by the Golden State Warriors.
Well, it's also been worse, but it started long before then. So I think this experiment with them two is coming to an end. They just fired Mike Brown. I think trading both of them for assets is not a bad idea. I think that we can all agree that, possibly.
So what about this, guys?
It's kind of early for me. I don't know if I'm ready to blow it up now.
What, the Kings?
Yeah.
I think it's...
When was the last time they made the playoffs with this core? They've only made the play and they've lost every time.
The thing about the Kings is, though, once they're irrelevant, they're irrelevant.
But
they're one of those franchises, once they disappear, you're not going to see them for, be active and be, competing for another 6 to 5 years. And honestly, if we're going to blow it up, right, I'm going to throw this out here. I like Domantas Sabonis more on the Lakers than I do Fox.
It doesn't fix the issue with defense that the Lakers need, though.
Yeah, I would
fix that rebounding issue. That's for freaking sure. And it also fixes that ball handling. Not ball handling, but being a facilitator for the team. And that high-low with him and AD would be crazy.
But the issue with the Lakers, they have facilitating. They probably have too much facilitating. They need defense, and they need a big.
Yeah, I wouldn't exhaust our resources to get somebody like Sabonis just because he doesn't fill enough holes for us. We got to be mindful of that kind of stuff before we just waste away picks.
I'm looking at rebounding and things like that, like the little things that he does. The passing, he can shoot, he can spread the floor.
He can't shoot though. That's the thing.
When you're a team looking for a trade, you're not looking at what that player can do. You're looking at what you need and can they do that for you. That's what you need.
Well, they need help shooting. But real quick, if it's not the Lakers, right? Because I got a good question. I know we're just freelancing today again. I'm gonna say that. My bad.
No, these are all on the list. Everything we're talking about.
Oh shit!
You just haven't read the list.
Not yet. But Sabonis, right? Where would you guys like Sabonis?
I can't really picture him anywhere off the top of my head.
You know, be crazy.
Memphis would be interesting.
A really good team that I think he could go to, the Pacers. I've never seen him with a Pacers jersey before.
Back home for Miles Turner?
No.
Excuse me.
He'd play the 4. Because I do realistically think that Pascal's quick enough to play the 3. Pascal's very fast.
No, I wouldn't want him on the Pacers. I prefer Pascal at the 4 personally. I like him on the Grizzlies. I think that's a good fit. I think with Jaren Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking ability, and ability to shoot to spread the floor for Sabonis, who likes to post up and likes to kick it out. I think he's a great fit. I think Ja is far better as a scorer than he is as a playmaker. And I think I can't think of a reason why he wouldn't fit on Memphis. To be honest,
his defensive deficiencies are just gone if you send him there because Jaren Jackson will clear that up.
Yeah, I'd give up Zach Edey for Sabonis.
What about there's a chaotic trade where it is possible where he can go to Boston?
No, I don't think Boston would do that.
I thought about that, but I kind of didn't keep thinking about that.
For Kristaps.
I mean,
no, I'm not a huge fan.
I think it takes away from what Kristaps does, that weak side shot blocking, spreading the floor efficiently. I think it takes away from that spacing they have.
I think Atlanta would be interesting. I think that would be a good way to keep Trae Young happy.
Ooh.
I think you need a lob threat for Trae Young, similar to how they had a lob threat with James Harden for a couple of years. Yeah. And I think that's why they picked up Clint Capella and it didn't work out.
That's why they paid Zubac
But I think another lob threat at the center I think works well.
He just doesn't.
You need a defender to back up Trae because Trae's getting beat on the offensive side, on the perimeter every time.
True. I like Memphis. I think that's my pick. If we had to pick one team, I like Memphis. I think he fits there pretty well. Other than that,
I like Golden State. I like Golden State. Just off.
It's not bad with Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State's a possibility.
Because Golden State doesn't run a lot of pick and roll offense, and that's not what Sabonis really plays like as well. He's not a pick and roll player.
He plays a high,
Imagine
mid-range.
Imagine off of screens and off the ball, you have Steph Curry just running around, and then you have Sabonis feeding him eventually.
And then
do you like Phoenix?
Phoenix is not too bad either.
And it gives them that facilitator.
That one is just impossible, unfortunately.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because second apron, and then they.
I mean, Bradley Beal and him probably make around the same amount of money.
No, Bradley Beal's making a lot.
I think Bradley Beal makes like $2 billion a year.
Bradley Beal's, I think, making $50 million.
All right, let's see how much Sabonis is.
You look up Sabonis, I'll look up Bradley Beal.
All right, and then I guess we'll keep it going.
All right, I guess we're doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and look up how much Miles Bridges makes, just so I can be a part of this.
What the hell? What's wrong with you? Yeah, he's making $50 million. He's making $50 million this year, 53.6 next year, 57 the year after.
They paid this shit.
Bro, it's the Wizards. Bro, the Wizards are stupid. That's why I'm not a fan of them anymore. I gave up on you guys.
He wasn't worth that, you don't think?
No.
Why not?
At the time,
no.
He averaged 30 points per game multiple years in Washington.
He averaged 30 points a game 1 year.
No, he averaged 30 points per game twice.
Single year with them.
He averaged 30 points per game twice.
Single year.
All right, let's bet.
Okay. Before you look it up, hold up. Pause. What do you want to bet?
I don't know. $5. It's all I can afford right now, ladies and gentlemen.
He makes 39.
What?
Makes 39 a
That's
year.
not enough.
Yeah, 30 points per game, 31 points per game.
You said 30.
Dude, stop.
You didn't say 30 plus.
Hey, pissed him off.
You heard You heard it, bro.
You saw the phone.
I'll send you it.
He owes me $5.
But wait, how many games did he play the second season? Let me just make
57
sure.
and 60.
Okay, yeah. You got that. You'll take that.
You get no awards.
But
I'll give him that. Bitch ass.
But yeah, that Memphis will be my pick.
Yeah. I actually like Memphis a lot.
I forgot they thought Kemba Walker was about to save New York.
I
really forgot
Kemba Walker.
That.
They really picked up Kemba Walker thinking he was going to be the star.
Yeah, I mean,
after he had already been injured with the Hornets multiple times.
Like, badly. They really... And they said they gave him a good contract, too.
Yeah, it was...
Didn't the Celtics try him out, too?
Yep. It was never going to happen.
You know what's crazy? I try to... Every time I play 2K and I, like, you know, go through the first year, like I simulate it, he's always an option as a coach. And every time I try to give him a contract, it gets vetoed or blocked by the team.
They want him.
Random question before we move on to our last topic.
Yeah.
Which player was unanimously by the whole world thought to be a future superstar, but you never once believed it since the beginning?
Bradley Beal. I was a Wizards fan.
He reached superstar status.
Yeah, he did. He just
reached
30 twice.
He reached superstar status out of circumstance. John Wall was injured the entire time. There was nobody else on the team to score.
He still got it though.
There, Booker.
Booker is a superstar. They went to the finals.
I don't think he's a superstar though.
Jesus Christ.
They went to the finals, bro.
God.
I don't think Booker's a superstar. Am I wrong for that? Damn.
Yeah, it was 100%. Like, what is he not?
I think the issue is
I
more
don't
the
think he
Suns.
reached his max potential though. Like, I don't think he winning wise.
If he didn't,
That's only because
he
he's
averaged
young.
29 and 8.
winning wise.
Bro, it's because the Suns franchise
It's only
sucks.
because he's young. You can be a superstar and still young. Like, he's still.
How old is he?
He's like 28.
26, 27.
Oh, he's just now hitting.
He's a baby. He started young. He came in at 18.
Devin Booker is without a doubt a superstar this year.
Devin Armani Booker. I will never
Zion
tolerate
Williams.
any.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. I agree with you. But I never viewed it. But yeah,
I just wanted a hot take.
because I thought he'd be injured. That's the only reason why.
Zion Williams.
Oh, well, the injuries, that's not fair. I'm talking about a player who actually played.
But that should matter because a lot of times when I evaluate players, I think about their play style. Like Ja,
Yeah,
I do
guess.
think Ja's gonna deal with injuries throughout his career because of how
he
ferocious
knows that,
he dunks.
He knows that. No, he hasn't. He's
That's not the scope of what I was thinking, though. If a player gets injured, then of course his ability to be a superstar is going to be hindered. I'm saying like somebody who actually went out there and
Marvin
played.
Bagley.
that's a good.
Marvin Bagley was drafted and expected to be a franchise
Lonzo
player.
Ball. Or is that another injury guy to you?
He's another injury guy because
Yeah,
I
he's
did
another
think he
injury
was
guy.
going to be.
I don't really remember.
I agree with you, but if we're not counting injury, then yeah,
Would you guys throw in RJ Barrett?
That's a good one.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Cam
That's a good
Reddish,
one.
Cam Reddish is a great one.
You think he had high expectations like that?
absolutely.
He was the best high school player
He was
at one
mock
point.
top 5.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
after college, I don't think his expectations.
Even
were
after
like that.
college, he was
better
mock
listen-
top 5 for most of the year.
Do you guys ever hear about like when NBA players talk about playing Cam Reddish in high school? They were like saying like he was like supposed to be like the best.
He was cooking.
Yeah, he was killing them in high school.
He was like me in high school.
I don't even have a name, to be honest. I asked the question, and I can't even think of a name off the top of my
There's
head.
a couple. I could keep going.
Only reason I said it is because we were talking about Kemba Walker. I was never a big believer in Kemba Walker.
Oh yeah. Same. He's too small. Way too small.
I don't even know what it was about him. Something about him just never really.
I think it's his
clicked.
size. Defensively, he'll never be able to be that player, and then his game relies solely on shooting. And if your shot's not falling, you're not producing anything. Then he's not a good passer. He's not a playmaker.
Who's better though, IT or Kimba in their prime?
Oh,
I mean,
IT in their prime for sure.
IT was actually a good passer.
IT was an MVP candidate.
I'm just asking.
IT was like low key. If he had 2 to 3 more inches, IT
Whoa.
might have had a much better career.
Yeah, that went left.
You guys gay as hell. You guys, what
Sorry.
the hell is wrong with you?
Sorry, you two. We will bleep that out.
He's been talking about Michael Jordan is sexy.
What
Say
a
wow.
pod.
You guys remember when you ranked Shea Gilgeous-Alexander number 4 as the best point guard in the league?
Oh my god.
I just feel like we should talk about that again real quick.
I don't rub in LaMelo having a 30-point season in your guys' face.
You were earlier. You did earlier when we played 2K. What do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't do it on the pod though.
right,
Or the
well,
Rockets actually played really good basketball, like I said.
I'm a hater.
Let's round it out with some GM5 talk, make it nice and quick and easy, and then we'll head out today. But GM5 just had their 2024 finals, and unexpectedly, the on the bench won the championship, defeating Game Time. On the bench, of course, a phenomenal team. We voted 2-3 or 2-1 that we thought Game Time would win, and we were wrong. We were definitely wrong. We were unfortunately very wrong because Game Time got locked the hell up.
Like majority of that
guys
game,
were wrong.
OTB
Oh, that is a we.
held the lead.
We typically is more than one person. And me and Tyler are more than
I'll
one
take
person.
full accountability. We were wrong.
By far,
Yeah,
like
we were wrong.
not even
So-
slightly wrong.
I was not.
Yeah, but we were wrong. So, but yeah, I mean, shout out to OTB.
This man's trying to rope me in.
Shout out to OTB though. All jokes aside, man, y'all put up a phenomenal performance. Shout out to Heron. Shout out to Damon.
Spencer, bro. Spencer really needs some
Spencer
recognition.
Mitchell. Yeah, shout out to
Spencer
Spence.
changed their entire game plan. Sean was not
Ashley
able
and
to be in.
Elliott. Ashley
At
and
Letter
Elliott.
Sports, we were wrong by picking Game Time as a whole, but we were right saying that Spencer was going to be the secret.
Yeah.
When did we
agree on
say that?
I don't remember.
What?
I think
Was that the
Tyler's
only one that said
I'm gonna have to go
manufacturing-
tune into our podcast episode. But listen, shout out to the role
Terrell
players.
Christian.
Shout out to the
Killing
role players at OTB overall. Y'all definitely put up one hell of a performance. Romello Bates.
Yeah.
Who is Romello Bates?
You talking about Yachty?
Romello Bates had a triple double, by the way.
Wow.
No, I lied. That was against City Ballers. He had a triple double against City Ballers. My bad. But Romello Bates locked up Dominic Douglas.
Understatement.
What you call it? Rod Lawrence caught fire. I believe it was in that
At
third
the right
quarter when
time.
he went crazy.
We said he was the X factor. That we did all say that he was
Yeah.
the X factor. For them.
Overall, phenomenal performance by OTB. So shout out to them. They did a great job. And Game Time put up a fight. Terrell Christian got injured, unfortunately, but he was on his rate of 40, possibly 50 points.
27 before he went down in the third quarter.
He was balling, bro.
He was having one hell of a game.
He was the reason they were in the game to begin with. I mean, arguably, like no one else was really doing as much as him when it comes to like the offensive and the defensive side of things and rebounding.
Yeah,
For
Dom
sure.
Douglas got injured as well. He's
They
gonna be
dealt with a
he's gonna
lot
be
of
out for
injuries.
2-3 months apparently.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets well. Hopefully he gets well soon. But shout out to OTB, the GM5 2024 champions. Shout out to Bubba and Pink for putting together such an amazing team. I believe Bubba does the GM work, if I'm not mistaken. Pink, I'm sure, helps as well. Pink is the head coach of the team, so he did his thing as a coach, setting up the players for
He
success.
shut me up. That's for sure.
Phenomenal job by everybody over there. Bubba, Pink, Mello, Broad, etc., etc. From top to bottom, that was a phenomenal performance. And shout out to y'all. Congratulations on your 2024 championship at the GM5.
Real quick,
Might be your last.
Ashley and Elliott too. Ashley and Elliott,
Heron and Damon.
yeah, they were the clothing brand of the year. They really gave them a lot.
I'm mentioning them like I didn't give them 3 shout-outs
No,
already.
no, but they were pivotal. They were pivotal to like that beginning, how the game started. They set the tone.
To the point where when D'Angelo came in, we were questioning putting him in because
Yeah.
they were doing so well.
I told Bubba.
And there's no hate on D'Angelo. It's just the flow of the game was going so perfectly. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just don't disrupt it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it definitely made a difference, though, because the game time started coming back. I believe they by as close as 4 points, 2 maybe.
Yeah.
But they pulled it off, man. So shout out to them. GM5 is also going to have their All-Star event tomorrow. 3-point contest, dunk contest, a staff game for everybody who goes and supports GM5 from the game day staff to the announcing crew. We're going to be on the court, suited up with some GM5 gear. Me and Orlando are going to be on separate teams, so y'all make sure y'all tune in. We go live stream it as usual.
I didn't get drafted. I was too fat.
no, you decided not to play.
No, I didn't get drafted. I put my name in the bucket.
You did?
No.
Okay. I can't stand this
Tyler.
guy, bro.
Tyler's going to be doing sole commentary, so if anybody watches this episode tonight, make sure y'all go ahead and volunteer yourselves to help Tyler out. We got 3 mic capabilities, so we can handle 3 of y'all. All right, 2 actually.
Whoa.
Pause, I guess. No Diddy,
So
I guess.
weird,
I'm
bro.
gonna start doing the whoa thing. I'm playing.
But if anybody wants, feel free to volunteer. We're not gonna hit y'all up. If y'all watching this, if y'all real ones, you're gonna hit us up. All right. So if you want to help Tyler with the commentary, hit us up in the comment section. Hit us up in the DMs. We'll hook y'all up if we feel like you are a good fit.
Chubbs is gonna be with me, so I mean, just throwing that
There
out
you
there.
go. We do need a cameraman so he can help out with that. But,
I gotta see if my little brother can make it.
but other than that, and then there's going to be the All-Star game, of course. Team Mello versus Team Dom. Unfortunately, Dom is unable to play due to his injury. Your boy Lito took his place, actually, as an All-Star, as the All-Star replacement
Lito,
for
or are you
Dom.
talking about Louis?
Yeah, Lulu.
I got cooked for that.
Your boy Lulu is going to take over for
He hit
for
me up.
Dom.
I got cooked in the chat.
He's like, who the hell is Lulu? I don't even have a brother named Lulu.
You know how much I got cooked, bro? GM5 reposted that.
He said, my brother's name is Carlos.
You were not even close.
I was his brother. No, he does have a brother named Lulu though. But man, I got cooked, bro. I got cooked.
I don't
Wait,
believe
It's
it.
not,
Deserving.
it's not Lulu like the one I know, right? It's
No, his
different
name
Lulu,
is
right?
Lulu Hamilton. He was.
Oh, okay.
He's
Oh yeah,
different
the
name.
last name is Hamilton. You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
For some reason, I thought not even gonna worry about it. So that's gonna be the All-Star game. I'm gonna see, since I have to edit this episode anyway because we had to take a quick little break to fix Tyler's disaster. I'll try to see if I can put
Thanks a lot,
a
Pluto.
graphic on the screen for you guys to see the All-Star rosters: Team Mello versus Team Dom. But let us know in the comment section if you're tuned in right now, listening to this portion. Who do you think is going to take the Team Melo or Team Dom? And then for the staff game, Team Howard
Nas or Team Orlando?
Well, Team Howard or Team TP. Let us know which team y'all think is going to take it
Can
home.
I make my pick? Because
Go
I'm
ahead.
not playing.
Go ahead.
So last time I sided against Melo, I was wrong. So I'm gonna have to go with Melo this time.
I'm not gonna lie, that other team's pretty deep though.
Yeah. What is your game plan for the All-Star game?
Sit out as much as possible.
When you're playing, what are you trying to do?
Just try not to touch the ball as much as possible. Not interrupt the flow of my team's names.
What are you
games.
trying to do?
I'm over 15. I'm coming off the bench.
Okay, you're gonna win. Yeah, if one of you two is trying not to score, I'm going with the other one. Who's not?
Oh, you're tripping. Nah, man, I do this for real.
No, but I'm gonna see. It's gonna be the game's gonna last like 45 minutes or so. So I'm gonna see if I can get like a solid 10 to 15 minutes. If I can get 10 to 15 minutes, I'm gonna try and put up
6 points.
I'm gonna try and put up.
I like a 5-5 from you. 5 points, 5 rebounds.
No, I'm talking about shots. I'm gonna put up if I'm there.
Okay.
No, if I'm there for 10 to 15 minutes, 15 minutes max, I'm gonna definitely try to put up at least 8 shots.
That's a lot of
Six.
shots.
Six.
I was about to say, okay,
I'm gonna try to put up
Yeah,
at
I'm
least
gonna say
6 shots.
That's
That's a shot a minute almost.
Yeah. If
Who
I
are you?
don't, if I don't make one after 3 attempts, I might limit that to 4. Take one last shot, and then I'm done. Because if I go 0 for 3, listen, the best I can do is either go 1 for 4 or 0 for 4. At that point, I'm done.
It's an all-star game, boy. I'm throwing them things up like I'm in the NBA.
How many shots?
I think I'm on Day-Day's
You're
team.
definitely going to see a half-court shot.
Okay, yeah, I'm going the other team.
You're on
I'm
taste?
absolutely going the other team.
You're on Tay's team, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
straight.
I'm on Day-Day's team. Yeah, Day-Day definitely gonna lock up
Oh,
Tay.
he is taking it serious. I
He
gotta
gonna-
tighten up.
He gonna lock up Tay and he gonna dish that rock. So I'm definitely gonna be wide open.
I personally want
Do you plan on
Day
shooting?
to come over here.
Mid range. I'll take open threes.
Okay, I'm going back to you.
Yeah, I want Day to come over
Listen,
here.
I can get a bucket. Y'all stop playing with me.
I believe you can get a bucket.
I'm
Nas.
talking ish, but I can get a bucket. Listen, I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna start going back to West Crawl.
Bro, we got
I'm gonna do
24
my
hours
He went
left.
practicing the other day, and I saw him break his ankle again. So I just I don't trust what he's saying anymore. Notice I said again.
Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna lie. I want a solid 15. I mean, a good game for me.
15.
Yeah, it's 15 points. I think I could get it, bro.
Oh, you out of your mind.
I honestly think
If
can
you're
get-
chucking them up, sure.
No,
You-
I'm not chucking. I'm not chucking.
You have to shoot at least 30 times.
If you get 15, I will let you cancel a day.
I don't want to cancel a day, but I might
make
buy,
it a joke.
give me some
If you score 15 points, I'll give you $15.
I'll give you
I'll give you
Yeah.
$15.
I'll give you $1 for every point you score over 18.
You
Over
guys
8.
think I know all these hoopers by accident?
Yes, actually, yes.
No, I used to give these boys fits. Let's
Bro,
do it.
What
Let's do it.
are you talking about? I know the entire basketball scene in Central Florida. Talk about you
The
know all these
entire-
super. Listen, I might drop 15. No, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say that. But I'm definitely gonna go out there and try to play for real. I'm gonna try my best to play.
Here's my thing. I got over
Smart
2.5
shots only.
threes. Over 2 point. I'm hitting 3 threes. I can tell you that much.
I'll agree that you're shooting 3 threes. Making?
No, I'm gonna shoot way more than 3 threes.
Oh yeah, I'm going back to.
I'm
Nas.
coming off that bench and I'm letting things.
Listen,
That's why I said I'm coming.
I
off
haven't
the
seen
bench.
him hit a shot.
if you get an inefficient 15 points, then I'll be happy to give you $15 because you gonna go out there and embarrass yourself.
Nah.
He gonna shoot 25%.
they're not gonna let us come back.
Max shots is 10.
Yeah, you're not getting 15 points if you're taking 10 shots.
If the minimum is 10, they're not letting us come back ever again.
No,
I'm
my-
not talking about the All-Star game either.
If you're taking 10 shots, you have to make at least 6 or 5 of them.
Yeah, I can make 5.
Hell no.
It just depends on where I'm throwing. I'm not gonna shoot all threes. I can go to the hole. The thing is, my game really isn't a 3-point.
I'm not even going to guard you. I'm going to let one of my young bulls guard you.
There's no young bulls in that game.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You are the young bull.
Day-Day's not young. Day-Day look young.
I want Day to come this way. I really do. It's gonna
Day-Day
be.
will lock your shit up.
I
You
hope
crazy.
so. I'm gonna get my roster spot.
Hey,
I'm City Ballers.
Day-Day, please let that boy know. Come on, man.
Please,
This
God.
man,
I already
this,
told him.
this man hasn't ran up and down a court in the last 5 years.
Nah, I played last week. I just haven't played
The
consistently.
first time in 5 years.
How many minutes though?
How many minutes?
Yeah.
I played like 2 or 3 hours, bro.
I thought you were gonna say 2 to 3 minutes.
No, I can
Okay,
play.
first of all, it's not consecutive 2 or 3 hours. You were at the gym for 2 or 3 hours.
No, I don't lose, sir.
You're out of your mind.
I think
They be playing half court at West Cross. This man bugging.
No, I play full court. But I'll say this. I can like a solid like on the court producing. You got about 2 to 3 minutes before I'm.
Add the shots in too. Add the shots in.
No, but all jokes aside, yeah, I'm gonna play smart. I'm not gonna go out there and do nothing crazy. I'm not really the type. I've always liked the role player type of style of games. You know, just take my shots. I like playmaking from the high free throw. I like just playing smart. I don't really care for being flashy or doing too much.
My
So
favorite player is Dwight Howard.
I'm gonna be
right
setting
there.
a lot of screens and all that kind of stuff. So I ain't really interested in all that fancy stuff. But
James Harden, OKC. That's my vibes.
He was still shooting a lot.
that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of our podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're still here at this point, man, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit us up in the comment section. Let us know that you tuned in this far. Let us know who you think's gonna win, Team Howard or Team TP, and let us know what the other team. Oh, Team Mello. Team Mello versus Team Dom. Let us know who you think is gonna win. Let us know in the comment section. But
Comment, check up if you did get this far. I
yeah,
like that.
comment, check up. There you go. Comment, check up if you've got this far. Hit that subscribe button, and we are out. Let's hoop talk next week.
See y'all later.
Deuces.